Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Here is my face. I am introducing you to my derpy face as I'm sitting here trying to figure out the lighting for myself. Couldn't really figure out what I was doing. Yeah, the world has been so crazy lately. The world has been so crazy lately. I definitely did not expect with my last video to be coming back to YouTube after everything has happened. It has been a very interesting ride so far. First off, I kind of wanted to show you my little art space that I've put together. It's not completed yet, and I'm also planning on hopefully moving into a new place in the future. And so I don't want to solidify this space too much before I'm gonna be leaving, hopefully. I'm just sitting here sipping some tea, and I am not very good at talking to the camera just yet. I'm still pretty camera shy. It also doesn't help that I live in close quarters with some other people, and so I just feel very embarrassed or uncomfortable or shy talking to a camera. So here I am, just showing you my face, letting you know what I look like. I just have no idea what I'm doing in regards to showing my face and like filming my face. And I'm getting on to the little makeover that I'm doing. I'm kind of packing everything all into one room. This is what I ended up starting off with. I had a closet it had some closing doors on the front of it, but I decided to just take those off, kind of open up the room a little bit. And this is how my room is starting off. And as you can see, the walls look a little spotty because I tried to color match the paint. I ended up patching some holes in the wall, tried to go back over with some old paint that was available to me, and I thought it would match the wall, but it ended up not. So I decided to just paint my whole room a different color. Here is one of my desks that I have that I'm going to be moving out for now because it's taking up a lot of space. So hopefully I'll be able to use it once I move into a bigger space. I've moved everything up onto my bed so I can paint my walls. I first ended up painting the white. I went around with a white color at first. The bare wall is going to be covered in a darker color. I decided to do kind of like an angled accent wall because I thought it would just add some interest. I didn't feel like doing just a flat accent wall. This is the color that I'm going to be painting my wall. It's called Ocean Abyss by Bear. I really like this color. I'm also just a huge ocean nerd, so when I saw that, I just had to. This is my old desk that I will be getting rid of. It has served me well throughout the years. It's been pretty reliable. Not that reliable, but I am ready to be moving on to a new desk that I'm going to be putting together. And also, side note, sorry for all the horrible recording. It's very spotty and not very reliable. Here is the table that I'm going to be putting together. I bought these sawhorse legs off of IKEA. I bought them in a natural finish. I've stained them a darker color. And then I just bought this butcher block tabletop at Home Depot, and I bought some galvanized steel pipes and is it called a floor flange or something? Those circular things that are at the bottom. But I attached I don't have the exact measurements of everything, sorry, I'm horrible at this, but I attached a wooden board across the top so that way I could have a shelf for a monitor. I am starting to paint my accent wall. It's coming together nicely. It was kind of a thinner paint, so I ended up having to do a couple coats to cover it. I just felt the need to show you my roller to show you that I'm actually painting, you know. Just quality filming right here. Here it is kind of all together. As you can see, my desk has been assembled. The tabletop itself is separate to the legs. It's not attached. And then I've got my accent wall. and my bookshelf and just a bunch of knickknacks that I've collected over the years. My room is kind of a bit of a mess, so I'm showing you my bare face with my no eyebrows. Hopefully it's not too terrifying, but I figured I'd clean up my room a little bit, do kind of one of those cool time lapses, you know. Here I've got a random foot. I swear it's for art reasons, not any other reasons. I've purchased this rug off of Amazon. It's a nice little circle rug that's kind of like a burgundy maroon. I guess not more like a maroon color that I really like. It's nice and fuzzy. And here is my finished product. I ended up purchasing this little drawer to house some of my clothes. I don't have a whole lot of clothes. I've got a pretty small wardrobe, so it works decently well. And I've got my record player there as well. It is honestly a really cozy place. I wish I could have tidied everything up a little bit more so it looks a bit more polished. But I have my tapestry there. I love it so much. It looks a lot bigger in person. On video, I feel like it makes it look a lot smaller. Over here is my little corner where I've started to hoard some art prints that I will eventually make a gallery wall with. And I'll probably end up doing that at my new place. Here is my pegboard. I've got my jacket and my purse and everything just kind of hanging up on there. On the other side, I've got my beloved bunny backpack, some stickers that I've collected hanging up as well. Really proud of my bunny backpack. It's so fluffy. I love it so much. But I've also got my paints hanging up as well. Got this little fake plant and just showing off my stickers there with some more paint tubes that I can't hang up. Man, I'm really showing off my stickers here. I'm really proud of them. I'm sorry. But there's my little spray bottle. I use that whenever I'm painting with acrylics to help keep them workable so that way they don't dry out too quickly. It's also just really nice to have a spray bottle around. You never know what you might need it for. These paints that I have, they're from Academy. I'm pretty sure I got these ones from Michael's. And they're pretty standard paints. These paints here are Master's Touch. They're just like a very basic like student grade paint. And here I'm showing off my puzzle that I'm planning on building eventually. I'm really excited about it. These paints that I have, a mix of Artist's Loft, which is from Michael's, and I've got Master's Touch, which is a paint line by Hobby Lobby, I believe. I've just collected a bunch over the years. I've also got this Jacksepticeye poster that I got when I went to his tour. This modeling paste is great for doing any sculpture stuff. I feel like it's kind of like a nice glue to help glue things together, stick things together. Just kind of nice to have. This is my bookshelf. I am very happy with how it's turning out lately. The head bust, I guess is what it's called. That, and I've got a couple other like plaster pieces. It was a kit that I had purchased from art school when I was going to it at the time. Pretty sure it was like $500. It was super expensive. But now I just use that to house my little pink beret that I have. And I've got some candles over here in this corner. My little wooden guy is just kind of hanging off the side with this colorful garland that I am absolutely in love with, and just some other knickknacks that I've collected. And this Riverdale piece was a gift from a friend, which I love so much. I am a sucker for Riverdale. It is so cheesy, but also like just so intriguing at the same time. I really like the show. These are just some other like random books that I've gotten that I feel like they look really pretty on a bookshelf, so I've kind of styled them together. Over here is my little pin display. I'm hoping to get some more pins eventually. I just love the look of them. I think they look so cool. So hopefully I can fill that up. I've got this little flower box. It was gifted to me by a family member. And I've got these little pins as well. The Happy Little Trees one is my favorite, personal favorite. And these collections of movies for Studio Ghibli films that I've collected. This piece I got from Goodwill and I love it so much. I was actually sifting through, apparently somebody had donated like a ton of them, just a bunch of clown paintings, which is as terrifying as it sounds. I was sifting through a lot of them and just kind of laughing at how ridiculous they kind of looked. But then I stumbled across this one and for some reason I just loved it, and so I had to get it. Here is my rolly cart. I have got a ton of different art supplies stashed on here. Got some textile medium, which you can mix with acrylic paint to make a fabric paint. And I've also got some dishes so I can mix paint in. And this is my water cup, and I like it so much because it's got some like stars on the side. I think it's really pretty. And believe it or not, it comes from a dried beef container. So all you've got to do is go to your local supermarket, get a dried beef container, and it'll probably have some stars on it, and it looks really cute. This is a brush cleaner and just some other random crap piled on the top. And that's the container that I used when I was sculpting my May sculpture. And that is all of my tools that I use to sculpt things with, and some extra pegs to use on the pegboard to hang some stuff. I've got different inks and mediums and fixatives, just a bunch of random stuff that I use to make my art. I've also got some acrylic gesso because you never know when you're gonna need it. I've honestly just stashed all of these art supplies over time. That's the only area that I am truly a hoarder. Like, not really much else in my life do I hoard, but when it comes to art, I am very much an art hoarder. And back there, I've just got some other random forms that I have and just some other random stuff that I've put on my bookshelf. I use this. This is like my travel easel. It's really nice. It's got a little drawer so I can put some paint in and a little handle. It's really nice. It's really handy. There's the beloved foot that I have showed off. But here is the desk legs that I have stained, and it's not attached to the table. The table just kind of sits on top. And what's really nice is on these legs, there's these shelves on the bottom, which I can use for additional storage. Ignore the crazy wires down there. I don't really have very good cable management right now. And up above, I've just got some stuff that I've like put on the shelves randomly. It's not completely styled, but I at least wanted to like show you guys my art space, show you guys what it looks like. And here is a little sketch that I did. It was for this woman on TikTok. I love her videos. I believe her name is Gypsy T City. I am probably butchering that, but I love her videos so much. She does roller skating videos and she is just a goddess. She's just so cool to me. I will never be that cool. I've also got these random little things that I've just kind of placed on my desk for now. It's not super styled right now. It's actually pretty messy. And here are the Mays, which I still haven't finished. I'll finish them eventually, but yeah. So just showing off some other random knickknacks that I have. But I love this table. It's so sturdy and pretty. I have my monitor sitting up top and it is really sturdy. Over here, I've got my plant in this corner, which by the time I'm filming this, it has died. So wasn't able to keep that alive for very long. I've also just got some other art supplies over here. I've got my little art carrying tote. Here is the brush that I use when cleaning the pencil shavings off of my art. It's really great, and of course I just had to demonstrate for you guys, obviously, because you wouldn't know how else it works. Here in this art bin, I've just got some other art supplies stored. It's really handy for being able to take your art with you elsewhere, not having to struggle with carrying all of the art supplies. I don't know. And oh yeah, I'm gonna have to show you, aren't I? Yep. Yeah, and so here just got some little compartments. It folds up. It's really handy. It's really nice. Can store a lot of art materials there. Here are some sketchbooks that I have purchased that I will be using in the future. And that concludes my art space tour. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it come together. I know the recording was very spotty and very choppy, but hopefully you guys were able to see the process come together. And I am really happy with how it looks. Even though I'm not going to be staying in this space for very long, it is nice to have a temporary, cozy spot to do art. And hopefully you guys will be seeing more art from me in the future. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.